welcome back to Haniel's Crib. For as many as are new here, welcome. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notification bell so you receive that poof in a poomfa.
Continue.
Basically, you get notified whenever I release a new video. So yeah. Now, I'm not even going to ramble so much because we have a very important topic that is like expedient. It's like long overdue and we need to discuss it. But before that, I'm going to be introducing a new segment, and this segment on my channel is going to be called Matters Arising. Now, here on Matters Arising, we'll basically be talking about issues that affects us as humans in the world in general, or as Nigerians or Africans, either ways. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so down to business. The topic we have for discussion today is a rather sad one, but very expedient, like I said before, very important that we discuss, and it's the topic of depression. Now, by dictionary meaning, I'm going to shorten it because, yeah, depression is basically an extreme sadness that occurs whereby a person has like no vision of a happy future. Take that in. Like, the person is super uber sad that he can't even like foresee a future for him or herself. Wow, this is even sadder than I thought. Anyways, now there are different causes of depression. It could be as a result of unachieved goals. It could be as a result of loneliness. It could be as a result of peer pressure. Now, I say peer pressure because, oh, that girl has that. Ooh, her boyfriend is that. And what do I have? Like, how can I measure up to her? So yeah, there are various causes. Now, I must confess, when I used to hear that people are depressed, I used to be like, how sad can life get? Like, first off, everybody has had their fair share of troubles and trials and things that just make you want to give up on life. But then again, back then, I used to feel like how bad can it get that you could just not foresee a happy future? Like, how bad? But I was wrong and I accept my fault. Depression is eating uber deep. Like, there was a time in Nigeria when things like this were alien to us. Like, when you hear about depression and people dying as a result of depression, you feel like, oh, that's such a white thing to do. But babes, like, honestly, it is ravaging. Now, for as many as do not know, I stay in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and recently, I think it's been like 2 weeks or so, we've had 2 deaths from 2 students, all because of depression, all suicidal. And then it got me thinking like, oh, let's investigate this. So I went and I googled, obviously Google is the answer, sorry. And basically, our subject matter for today, well, God forgive me, did I just call her subject matter? But our case study for today is Ikmat. I don't know how to pronounce her name. So I dug deep and I found pictures, and I found that actually she was a cutie, like really beautiful, really had prospects, and she was rich, or at least from a rich home. So it just, like, my heart sunk, because you know how they say money cannot buy happiness, or money cannot buy most things, including happiness. I was scared to death. Like, why would someone that rich want to kill herself? That's to tell you that the way we treat people goes a long way to impact them more than even material things. Now, material things are good, gifts and all, but then again, we need to take stock, like I said in 2 videos back or so, we need to take stock as to how we treat people. Now, basically in her article, or in the article about her, killed herself as a result of depression, and there was a statement where she was like, the feeling keeps eating deep, like deeper and deeper, and I think her last words were something like, I can't take it anymore. So that means it's not even something that just came out of the blues. It's obviously something that had been affecting her, and her friends could have been ignoring. How can we get rid of this plague? We have to do better as human beings. We have to do better as friends. We have to do better as parents, because her parents might be the workaholic parents that were too busy to even notice that their daughter was dying of depression. In their heads, they were probably just busy securing a future, whereas baby girl was dying in soul mentally until she couldn't take it anymore and ended it. So as a community, we all have failed, and we should all do better. To be honest, it's so sad that her friends, like, how did her friends not notice? Because I feel like there are warning signs. My father will tell you, you can't just say somebody died all of a sudden, or somebody just fell sick all of a sudden. It's all a process. It's instrumental. So people around her, or around them, but her basically, since she's our like case study, people around her cannot be like they never saw it coming. I don't know, like you see a friend that's like withdrawn all of a sudden, or not all of a sudden, but like it's constantly withdrawn, and you're not moved to like ask, what's up babes, what's up, are you good? Or I don't even know, it's just like really heart-wrecking. See, sometimes these people don't even understand the way they behave. Sometimes they might even be the ones at fault. They might be the ones with the most crushing and stupid attitudes, but then isn't it like better to just keep in touch, save a life, and forgive and let go, than to just hear that one day, God forbid, your friend just winds up dead? So please, if there's anyone we need to talk to, that your friend that's like super sad, that your friend that always talks about deaths, honestly, there are warning signs of a depressed person. Always withdrawn, always pessimistic, always just... Now let's deal with the depressed individual. Baby, you need to seek some help, okay? And trust me, you might feel like, oh, the world has disappeared on me. Now, it's easy to fall into depression when you give so much and expect so much, and in return you don't get so much. Now, I just blabbed. Basically, what I'm saying is, for example, you like are so invested in your friends, you like work hard to make sure that, okay, you're always there, and then when it's your turn, nobody shows up. It starts with resentment, it starts with unforgiveness, and then it grows into depression. That's, you feel like, okay, nobody cares, nobody gives a damn about me, and even if I wound up dead today, nobody will still care. That's a lie from the pit of hell, to be honest. And please, suicide is not the answer to depression. Please, like, your life is so... If you were not important, God wouldn't have made you. He wouldn't have sent... He probably, if you were not important as a human being, he probably would have made you a plant ab initio. There would have been no need if you were not important. But the fact that you're breathing, the fact that you have basic amenities, or even if you don't, you are still important. You're important to me, you're important to your friends, you're important to your parents. If they knew they didn't want you, or if they knew you weren't important, they would have aborted you. And I know sometimes parents say some things that are not palatable, but trust me, it is still come from a place of love. So the fact that probably your parents told you you're a disappointment, or probably they told you, I expected more from you, or you should have turned out to be this and now you're that, it doesn't mean that they hate you. It doesn't mean that you go around and buy insecticides and you swallow it and die. It may sound funny, but honestly, I'm crushed that a beautiful girl like Ikmat, sorry I don't know how to pronounce your name, may your soul rest in peace, could kill herself. Like she had prospects. So please, if you have this issue, we're not blaming you. Nobody around you will blame you. It is something that you can actually overcome. It's something you can actually come out of. So please, no matter what the situation is, suicide is not the answer. Talk to somebody. If your parents are not listening, talk to a counselor. If a counselor is not listening, talk to a friend.
Call Jesus.
I just want to tell you, you are amazing. You are the most special of your kind. The world will be empty without you, because that value you were made to project, you were made to add, will not be added. Please. Suicide is not the answer. And I'm sure that it may feel so crushing, like, okay, there is no way out of this, but that's a lie. That's a lie. There is a way out of it, and you can make it out. I believe strongly in my heart that you can. So please, if you know a friend that is showing warning signs, to be on the safest side, stretch a hand and reach out to that person. If you know a family member, if you know a cosmate, you guys don't even have to be uber close to save a life. To be honest, we should be more aware of things around us and people that are dying instrumentally out of this plague. And please don't see them as some sort of curse or some sort of disturbance, because this issue could happen to any single person. Our case study, for example, she's rich or from a rich home. She's in school. She's a beautiful girl. What else? I'm sure you could be asking, what else do you want in life? And yet she took hers. So please, whoever around you is showing these warning signs, take time to just reach out to the person, because this plague won't stop until, as a community, we take it upon ourselves to improve relationships, to work hard on saving other people. I know life is tough for everybody, but there are some people that just your hello could light up their day. Just your, oh, are you doing okay? Like, when last did I talk to you? It's been so long. I just want to tell you you're special, and you've saved a life. To be honest, I feel like we should hold more campaigns out there where we actually deal with the issue of depression, because the more we let it, the easier it's going to explode into something else. Like, it's going to just keep being on the increase, and if we don't curb it now, then how about our children? So you tell me that, God forbid, one of our children just go to school and has a bad grade and is in a bad place, and let's say he has had like series of bad grades and feels like giving up and feels like, okay, taking his or her life is the only thing left, you'll be affected. So don't feel like, don't stand aloof and feel like, okay, I don't know the person. No, it's a communal responsibility. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to the human race. God forbid none of us will be victims, but then again, reach out to somebody. I know this is like a soul crushing topic, but it had to be said. And I just feel like, okay, we can throw more light on this for people out there, not basically for ourselves, or for like people out there that might be struggling from this kind of plague. Then let me know in the comments below, and I will surely do a part 2 of this video. I know in this video I haven't really been exhaustive. I haven't really been like very detailed about everything, but I just decided to come rant about it or come talk about it. And if you want a more detailed episode, like I said before, leave it in the comments below. Please, before I go, please, let's make it our life's mission that whoever comes in contact with us be like, oh, I was saved because I met Haniel. I was saved, or I feel better. I feel like life has more for me because I know Haniel, or your name. I love you guys so much, and I haven't lost my smile because I know it will brighten your day. Anyways, with that being said, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Haniel_Tams. I remain your humble queen of this crib. And yeah, so basically, stay safe, stay sweet, reach out to somebody. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.